we have news of a brand new set coming to the Duel Links game, and it provides support for Elemental Heroes, Ally of Justice, Neospacians, and the strange but nice choice that is the Gladiator Beasts. It's probably as encouragement for the new Link monster that was confirmed for them. The pack is to be called Galactic Origin, and it says, wielding the powers of the forest and the ocean, the defender of the earth has arrived. It was in the game as of November the 7th. The first lot of cards we will look at are the Ultra Rares. The first card is Exiled Force. This is an Earth Warrior level 4 with 1000 attack and 1000 defense, and its effect is you contribute this card to target one monster on the field, destroy that target. This can get rid of itself to destroy a problematic monster your opponent controls. The next card is Berserk Dragon. This is a Dark Zombie level 8 with 3500 attack and 0 defense, and its effect is cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned with a deal with Dark Ruler, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card can attack your opponent or your opponent's monsters once each. During each of your end phases, this card loses 500 attack. This card is good to finish off your opponent, as it can attack everything they have. However, it must be played carefully, as it weakens itself during each of your end phases, making it usable for, I would argue, 3 turns before your opponent has the monsters to start getting rid of it. The next card is Elemental Hero Terra Firma. This is an Earth Warrior level 8 with 2500 attack and 2000 defense, and it requires an Elemental Hero Ocean and an Elemental Hero Woodsman. Its effect is must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. You contribute 1 face-up Elemental Hero monster. This card gains attack equal to the tributed monster's attack until the end phase. This is able to gain attack points from your other heroes, so at best with Neos, this could become 5000 attack, or at the very least with something like Elemental Hero Bubbleman or Elemental Hero Clayman to be 3300 attack, as they both have 800 attack each, enough to destroy a Blue Eyes White Dragon. The next card is Gladiator Beast Heraclinos. This is a Fire Beast Warrior level 8 with 3000 attack and 2800 defense, and it requires Gladiator Beast Laquariari and 2 Gladiator Beast monsters. Its effect is must first be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. You do not use polymerization. During either player's turn, when a spell or trap card is activated, you can discard 1 card, negate the activation, and destroy it. This card must be face up on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. This is able to negate your opponent's back row cards, provided you have access to cards in your hand to discard. The one problem is that since you are limited to 3 cards in the monster zones, you will have to get everything together before you can make this, which can be the most difficult part of summoning. The next card is Neoflamvell Saber. This is a Fire Pyro level 4 with 1500 attack and 200 defense, and its effect is, while your opponent has 4 or less cards in their graveyard, this card gains 600 attack. While your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, this card loses 300 attack. This card can have 2100 attack, but can only work at the early stages of the duel, and are more likely to get stuck with its stat reduction effect. The next card is Into the Void. This is a normal spell card that says, if you have 3 or more cards in your hand, draw 1 card, and if you do during the end phase of this turn, discard your entire hand. This card is a gamble, as if you can draw well, then you can use all the cards in your hand before you get the discard effect at the end phase. If played well, this can be game ending for your opponent. If played poorly, this could be game ending for you, as you start your next turn with only the card you draw, assuming you get a next turn. The next card is Upstart Golden Ninja. It is a light warrior level 4 with 500 attack and 1800 defense. And its effect is, once per turn, you can send one trap card from your hand to the graveyard, special summon one level 4 or lower ninja monster from your deck in face-up defense position or face-down defense position. This is a very specific effect, but can work to get either a Crimson Ninja or an Armed Ninja to set it to use its effect to get rid of either a trap or spell card, respectively, from your opponent. The next card is Saphira, Queen of Dragons. This is a light dragon ritual, level 6, with 2500 attack and 2400 defense. And its effect is, you can ritual summon this card with Hymn of Light. During the end phase, if this card was ritual summoned this turn, or if a light monster was sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard this turn, while this card was face up on the field, you can activate one of these effects. Draw 2 cards, then discard 1. Discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand, or add 1 light monster from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use one Saphira, Queen of Dragons effect per turn, and only once that turn. This card has a very versatile range of effects, being able to draw cards, force your opponent to lose a card, or add a light monster from the graveyard to the hand. The next card is Cosmic Cyclone. This is a quick play spell card that says pay 1000 life points, then target one spell or trap card on the field, banish it. This prevents your opponent from recovering their back row cards. The next card is Try for Trestops. This is a Dark Machine, level 6, with 1600 attack and 2800 defense. And its effect is, during either player's turn, if your opponent summoned 3 or more monsters this turn, you can special summon this card from your hand. If summoned this way, it is unaffected by other card effects, but loses 500 defense during each player's standby phase. The chances of you getting this summon effect is unlikely, as there are only 3 monster zones in the game per player, and the stat reduction means it will become weak within a couple of turns. So these are all the ultra rares. What do you think of them? Which of them is your favourite, and which of them do you think are not going to see any play? I will be making additional parts for the other ones, so there will be a list. Part 2 will be for the super rares, then you'll have the rares, and then you'll have the commons. So this will be a 4-part. Leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch this. Some things will never change.